Protego!
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter. How many of you are there?
Someone's here. Your spells glance off of me. Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Mirror to jest.
You can't stop me. Pity, Protego. Right. Oh, that was meant for me.
Beautiful.
Easily done. Was that your best? You won't stop me. Stupid to not quite. I've been fighting since before you were born.
Levioso!
Prepare to surrender now.
I shall avenge your death. What's that? Who's there?
Incendio!
Wait a minute! No, that's embarrassing, isn't it?
Accio!
That was unimpressive. Is that the best you can do? No! Not your best moment, I fear. Rockwell Unite us! Aha! There you are! This will not go well for you!
Protego!
That was quite something. Now, to free Arn's carts.
Levioso. Accio. Protego. Revelio. Protego. Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Arn. Revelio.
Pam, 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 pam. To jest jakaś wioska. Dobra, może co, tam przejdźmy się? Tam? Ofensywa. Kapelusz. Łąka gównojada.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio.
Pierdolę grzechy. O, taki mały pije, kurwa. Co tam tutaj jest? Co to? No
Not
tak.
sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Poziom pierwszy, ale jak to się kurwa otwiera?
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. I'm Fatima Lawang. Welcome to my shop. Anything I can help you with?
I'd like to ask you a few things if you don't mind.
What would you like to know?
Would you mind telling me a little about Cambridge?
You've likely heard talk of the thieving troll that unfortunately settled in the area. Been terrorizing people, robs all who pass by. So you'd be wise to remain vigilant whilst traveling near Cambridge. You would not want to come face to horrid face with that monstrous thing.
How did you come to live here in Cambridge?
I've only been here a few years. Used to sell my wares as I travelled. It was an exhausting life, but I never minded it. One day, my travels brought me through Cambridge. I fell in love. Though my travels continued, my heart remained here. So I eventually returned and opened this shop. Been here ever since. I shall live out my days here in Cambridge if I have any say in it. Which I suppose I do.
What sorts of things do you sell?
Potions. I brew each one myself, using only the finest ingredients. I assure you, you won't find their equal anywhere, even in Hogsmeade.
What do you have for sale?
What are we looking for today? A fine choice. Exactly what I would have chosen.
No dobra, ale
Thank you
żeby
for
miał
stopping
kurwa,
in.
czy...
I appreciate it.
A to chuja. Oszukali mnie.
The tales of Beetle the Bard still ring true today.
Revelio.
Roderick Gryffindor was the greatest duelist in history.
No to... Szaliczek.
Revelio.
No i coś się zjebało.
Wonder who lives here.
No ale co to się kurwa odpierdala? O Boże, jakiś kurwa błąd jest. Dobra, chuj w dupę z tym.
Beetle the Bard.
Revelio.
Dobra. Dobra, nie będę tutaj sprawdzał. Co my tu kurwa? Nie da się zabić owcy?
Levioso.
These rocks have seen better days.
Protego! Revelio!
I co? I może... Może to.
Reparo!
Nie? To może
Accio!
to.
Levioso!
To też nie?
Reparo! Accio!
No i chuj. Czar presji.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
If you're here for my wares...
On, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
The ones I faced were determined to make things difficult.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Ron. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done. All the best to you. Once I come.
must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be so...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Perfect.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Do you really take us?
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student
Tell them yourself.
You haven't been at all!
You haven't got a breath.
You just got lucky!
Aha! Back for more.
Repair.
Knew you were still hanging about. No! You're idiot! Spot them in a rampant.
Potato! Potato! How did that feel?
You little brat! How embarrassing!
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am. It's about these pies.
Incendios!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safe. Notes and books.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Protego!
Idę sobie drinka zrobić.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly, take your mandrake in the new form and cut down the soil. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone! Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started.
I wonder if hippogriffs...
Revelio. Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or rose?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's club. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. Here we are. home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Kurwa mać.
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Jesteście?
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Raketa?
Pan hardcore.
Kurwa, jeszcze dwóch biega. No nie wierzę. Ja pierdolę, okupują kurwa punkt 1.
Thank you, Professor, but looking after plants isn't all that thrilling to me.
I think you'll come to see that the fruit is well worth the labour. As we herbologists like to say, tend to your plants and they'll tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything.
Leżeć,
Come
kurwa,
by for a
szmato!
chat
I
sometime.
żreć moje
I so
gówno, tak
enjoy
jest!
checking in with my new students.
Też tak myślę.
Trzech wyjebałem.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Ej, wy będziecie w to grać, czy kurwa zamierzacie w coś innego?
No ja będę w to grał.
Aha.
A Ali dołączył, bo nie wiem, bo chciał zobaczyć, czy pisiorki być może po dedykacjach, jak mi się wydaje. Kurwa, znowu jakiś chuj biega. Jest chuja. Ten easter egg nie działa, powiem tak, o. W chuja zrobię. Ja mam takiego... No chyba na to. Maskę mam dwie. Tak, ciekawe. O, wystarczy. Ten... Kurwa, znowu ktoś jest.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
A hairy-hearted sod would cast Flipendo on a cow.
Snajper jadę.
O, snajper krafany. Strzał.
Revelio. Protego. Revelio.
Chuj zajebał minę. Ale żeś kurwo znalazł.
Levioso! Incendio! Incendio!
Nie rób tego! Nie! No, no, no! Chuj coś zrobił?
Too late for you to learn the error of your ways. Revelio!
Same koncertowe bronie, pisiorki.
A castle. Must have been quite stately this time. Incendio! Reparo!
O ma. Pierdol się, śmieciu. Kurwy syn mnie zajebał, siedział kurwa za rogiem. O Boże.
Incendio!
O jebany pierdolony, no. Ty kurwa.
hello. Do you have anything for sale?
That I do, but what's a student like yourself doing out here? Got yourself lost, did you?
Just exploring the countryside a bit.
Aye. Nice to break the routine now and then. Bit of a wanderer myself, in fact. Name's Leopold Babcock, and I am indeed here to sell. Now, for someone like yourself who is also prone to wander, I cannot understate the importance of keeping some Wiggenweld potion on hand. I wouldn't dare set foot in a place like the Forbidden Forest without a steady supply. What do you say, my young friend? A measure of safety for the path ahead?
Something to consider. Thank you for your help, Mr. Babcock.
Aye, let me know if you see something you like.
What do you have for sale?
See if there's something you need.
Strzelać się chuju?
It's been a pleasure.
Skądki będzie?
Protego!
Off on another adventure, are we?
What seems to be the problem?
You may well ask. I'm convinced I saw a grim, an omen of death. I'm not safe. But if it can't see me, I'll be all right, won't I? All I need is an invisibility potion. Yes, that's what I need.
I'm afraid I'm all out of invisibility potion. I suggest finding somewhere safe and being especially careful.
Safe? Careful? Yes, that makes sense. And you're sure you don't... No. Very well. Hopefully the Grim, or whatever it has foretold, doesn't get me first.
Incendio! Repel! Protego! Incendio! Accio! Incendio! Protego!
Jada, to tamta jada.
O Boże.
Chłopie, nie widzisz. Jesteś, widzę cię, kurwa. Czy ja cię trafię, powiedz mi. Czy ja cię, kurwo, trafię? Jezus, mów, wyjdź! Trafię. Jezus. Ale go widzę. O Jezus, mam widzieć nam. Tu, kurwa. Ci są tu jego tasa, kurwa. Też, kurwa. Dostałeś, nie? Pisiorki.
Could it be a Merlin trial? Revelio.
Tak, kurwa, ma życia.
Incendio!
Co za magia? Dawid.
A ty co grasz?
Incendio!
No, co wraca?
A kupiłeś? Michał do mnie
No.
mówił, że zajebisty jest.
No fajne jest, no. Powiem ci, że jest bardzo sympatyczna gra.
A właśnie mnie zaprosił, kurwa.
Incendio!
Kurwa, te kautery, ja pierdolę. Przepraszam. No się kurwa, kiszonką górką obżarłem się dwie teraz.
No, ja miałem zrobić sobie kurwa tą wątróbkę, a oczywiście pojechałem kurwa do tego, już kurwa wszystko posprzątali.
Ja kurwa na TikToku do jakiejś weganki napisałem, żeby wątróbkę z cebulą zjadła.
Co?
Nie odpisałem, ktoś to po prostu polubił, nie? Napisałem, że też mięsa nie jadę, tylko wątróbkę z cebulą. Suka, dziwka.
No ty kurwa. No i to są kurwa zjeby.
Dokładnie. Sorry.
Ja to myślę, że powinniśmy do nich strzelać. Legalnie. To ma głupi pomysł?
To samo, ja to samo myślę, powinien strzelać kurwa bez tego. Bez...
Jesteś kretynem, masz głupi pomysły, kula.
Chuj tam, ale bym mu przyjechał ze snajperki, ale nie mam.
No. I ty, ja też bym paru przyjebał ze snajperki, też nie mam.
Dobra, moje zgościć komie. Się...
Albo kurwa następne kurwa pomysły. Elektryczne samochody na każdym kroku, kurwa. Prąd i gaz, kurwa, 100% w górę.
Ja to bym Tesla już kupował teraz, ja ci powiem tak. Po tym filmie, co samo dali go.
No.
I tylko bym po autostradzie jeździł. I ludziki by mi robili. I pasuje.
A tam kurwa, starą do lasu i tyle. Lodzik. Lodzik. Jak w minionkach.
Ale tu w piździe stary.
Incendio!
Jak chcesz zagrać Warzona, to ci zaproszę, jak nie, to ja idę do tego paszecika. Dobra. Tak, zaproszę tam, bo mnie zaprosił.
To się tam pasztetujcie, no. Klub, klub, klub.
Dobra, to do później.
Co? O won, kurwa, zyby. Później to mogę być w stanie ochlopoma.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Ranrock's loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. I was simply at my wit's end.
How did your brother Bardolph end up in St. Mungo's?
Baldulf had spent the entire day hand-picking herbs and roots for us. When a group of Ranrock's lot appeared and demanded the harvest for themselves, Baldulf refused. In their anger, they hurled him against a rock and robbed him. The moment he left St. Mungo's, he vowed revenge. I worry he may be dabbling in magic that he will one day regret.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where, precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
Why don't you simply leave the area for now?
Upper Hogsfield is my home. Baldulf and I grew up here. No, we are standing firm. Once my brother returns, then we shall decide what to do next. He's gone to seek Victor Rookwood's advice. I didn't approve of that idea, but perhaps in the end it will help.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard. Revelio!
Where's a crap?
Potato! Stupid Incendio!
I won't rest. Such arrogance. Oh, let's get this over with. One less human to worry about.
Incendio!
No!
Protego!
I will
Incendio! Protego!
You're not... I won't rest until you're dead.
Incendio! Yes! Ranrock has fooled you all. To your demise. One camp down, one more to go. Revelio.
You will regret coming here.
Incendio!
I will pay for that!
Levioso! Incendio!
How nice.
Accio!
Stop by. One less humour to worry about. How nice. Such arrogance. I won't rest until... I don't think you know who you're dealing with.
Protego!
Stop it!
Levioso! Preparo! Incendio! Accio! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Both camps cleared. Madame Beaumont will be glad to hear that. It's like a place right out of a storybook.
I do miss the bustle of business. Poor...
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
It was harrowing, and they dug in their heels, but I managed.
When my brother returns, this news will mean the world to him. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
What do you have for sale?
What are you looking for exactly? Thank you. Sincerely. Thank you for passing through.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Excuse me. Did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. Shame, really. With Ranrock's camps cleared out, I have a feeling he'd have given up on dark magic altogether.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rockwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
This... Incendio! Protego! Stupefy!
No, to chyba jestem za silny.
Incendio! Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds a rather complicated way to simply avoid carrying your books.
Possibly. But where's the fun in simplicity? New charms and spells have to come from someone. Why not me? I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Amit told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Amit tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Revelio! Reparo! Accio! Got it. Only 4 more to go. Reparo.
Students see that.
This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her. Revelio. Revelio.
Kurwa macie.
Incendio! Accio! Levioso! Protego! Revelio!
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Reparo. Accio. That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
O Boże.
Any luck finding my diary?
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
Co teraz?
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Professor Sharp said that Wigan-Weld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fruiper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fruit feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Remember, precision.
This is how you're going to get your increased storage stash. Now, you're going to get one at just completing 2 trials, a nice little bump, and then one at 6, so forth and so on. So completing these trials is extremely important. I'm not going to leave you hanging. We're going to be completing 2 of them. The first one, north all the way, right here at this location. So come over to the same spot that I showed you right here on the map, just all the way north. We're going to be completing this.
prepared witch or wizard always has a few...
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Here's the flopper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Endurance potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not...
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish.
Get it!
Fine job.
Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Endurance potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of term.
What are you up to now?
Is it 2 pinches of Angelico?
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Incendio! Scrope? Who is Scrope? Levioso! Accio! Levioso!
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Incendio! Reparo! Accio! Revelio. Levioso. Accio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Nie to. Ale co jest?
Co tam grasz jeszcze coś?
No ja gram na konsoli cały czas.
Aha, jak stałeś się w ogóle do tego Rainbowa?
Rainbowa to Call of... Alina gra w jakieś Call of Duty, kurwa.
A, to zaraz może przyjdzie, sam tego zaraz odpalę.
I to wszystko. Maxem mi powiedział, że tam kiełbasę i tyle.
Dobra, prawdy to nie spierdala.
Handy
Tak,
resources
zjeba,
indeed,
nie
your
ma, to
field
jest
guide.
okej.
I'm most pleased to be included.
No nic, no. No ja gram w... Chory jesteś? Co? Dam radę grać, no. Szukam czarów, kurwa. Coś tu kurwa mi mignęło, nie wiem jak to złapać.
Potato!
Potato.
Reparo! Accio!
Kurwa, dawaj to.
Incendio! Accio! Levioso!
Levioso. Nie chuj. To jest to. O kurwa.
Potato!
Kurwa mać.
Accio!
Chodź tu. Okej, dobra.
Levioso! Accio! Potato! Accio! Pumpkins? Ah, I think I know just the place. What do you have in store for me this time?
Czy twoja pycha... Już nie wiem. Sympatyczna ryba. Ten trzeba... Picia ma porno.
Levioso! Accio!
Hej, hej, ja nazywa się twój Bóg. Na innym zgieł. Padek czy przepaść. Tu pierdla dziewczyny na autostrady.
Accio! Merlin himself would be proud.
Elina, techno, nie pójdę z tobą pod rękę pomol. Nigdy w życiu nie pokocham dziewczyny, która słucha disco polo. Jest martwy, stary. Skoczysz to piwo. Masz karabin zamiast gitary. Jak jeszcze nie pełne czereśni, hej, hej, jak nazywa się twój Bóg? Przypadek czy przepaść?
Protego! Revelio! Incendio! Revelio! Protego! Down to the water's edge. This had better not be a trick.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
I'm not so sure about this. I don't need the headmaster upset with me.
Oh, the headmaster won't be upset. Scrope simply wants to surprise him. Scrope will explain. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
How did you know that I'd found a book and that it's missing pages?
Scrope and the other house elves are good at staying out of sight. Scrope hears and sees many things in the castle. Scrope knows how to keep secrets.
Tell me more about this treasured ring.
Oh, it's adorned with the Black family crest. The headmaster would be pleased with Scrope for returning it.
How did you injure your ear?
The Blacks have a tradition of decapitating their house elves when their service is no longer required. One day, dear Apollonia was understandably frustrated with Scrope and got a bit too eager with a cleaver. Scrope was able to convince the sweet girl of his value and now views this small injury as a reminder of her good heart.
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the coast and place it on the pedestal there. Good luck. Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your pages. And the ring.
Incendio. Accio.
Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see. Easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially Professor Blake.
Incendio. 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 Protego. Incendio. Why would I need a piece of toast? I suppose that's where it goes.
could it be? A visitor? Oh! Ah! Ooh! Ah! The name's Richard Jackdaw. I was a student, just like you, about a century ago. How in the world did you find this place?
A house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a black family ring here.
Ah. Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Poor Scrope. Still holds a candle for Apollonia, I reckon. Can't say I blame him. I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, 'twas to no avail. I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. But she simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? Not my finest moment.
I'd like to have those pages if you don't mind.
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia wasn't interested in the map on the pages, perhaps it would lead to something that would intrigue her. So, I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And you see what happened next? Here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to find the pages.
I think I could guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look around when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze. After that, I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Why did I need the toast to get in here?
Oh, that was Apollonia's idea. Seems some squids love toast. They should have taught you that at Hogwarts.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves, a poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's sure to cause the most chaos. He dropped them after a particularly aggressive romp through the library.
I suppose if that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you at the forest.
I'm sure the pages are still tucked in my waistcoat. If you don't mind the sight of my decapitated skeleton, they're yours for the taking.
Revelio. A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now. Hello, Scrope. Thanks to you, I was able to enter Apollonia's grotto. The toast was the key. I met a ghost there, Richard Jackdaw, who's agreed to lead me to the pages I've been looking for.
That boy was never good enough for Apollonia. Oh, what of the Black family ring?
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold it long ago.
Sad news indeed. Scrope shall need to think of another way to impress the headmaster. Well, Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slytherin found what they needed.
I did. Thank you again, Scrope. You're a credit to House Elves.
Chyba czas spać.